Hey guys, Toolman Tim here. Welcome back to the workshop where we build business, create community, find freedom, and share success. It's Saturday morning, which means it's time for another weekend workshop. And as always, I've got a good one for you this week. You guys know I'm a big fan of trying to keep all of your tools on the same battery platform, all of my rechargeables on doubles or AAAs in the house. But the problem is lately I've had to pick up some new gadgets that run on 9-volt batteries, something I didn't want to have to deal with. So I threw it out on social media. I was looking for some recommendations on rechargeable 9-volt batteries and ended up settling on this EBL 4-port 9-volt battery recharger. So hang in there and I'll tell you all about it. Guys, real quick before we dive in, if you want to know more about who I am, toolmantim.co. That's toolmantim.co. You can run by there, find all my social media links, add me across a bunch of different platforms, interact with me, send me messages. You can find the monthly newsletter, the weekly podcast, and the most important section is the shop. So if you're looking for a recommendation on a product, you got a problem you're looking for a solution to, I've got over 100 links to Amazon products over there that will send you in the right direction, stuff that's made me money or saved me money in my handyman business. Ton of different categories. We got hand tools, painting tools, cordless tools, landscaping gear, household items, and preparedness stuff. So run in there, check that out if you're looking for a solution to a problem. Like I said, I have been a big proponent of simplifying your battery storage platforms and program. And I've done an entire video on my rechargeable battery. I've done a couple, and I'm probably going to do a few more because you know me, I like power storage. And I've been a big fan of keeping everything to my Eneloop AA and AAA batteries. And of course, when I started picking up some extra gear, some things that I needed to do some testing for my YouTube videos, the big one was a decibel meter, but I picked up a couple of different stud finders I needed to test. And then of course we had, at the same time I was dealing with that, we had our hardwired battery backup. Smoke detectors died. So it was like, I had this whole issue of needing 9-volt batteries, even though I didn't want to. Eneloop didn't make them. So I threw it out on social. I said, what do you guys recommend for rechargeable 9-volt batteries? And there was a few different brands. Some people said the Amazon Basics, but the one I heard the most ended up being the EBL brand. And Chicken Hawk Farmstead, if you follow his channel, he messaged me a little while ago and said he uses a lot of the EBL rechargeables and he really likes them. So if he likes them, they're definitely worth looking at. So I picked these guys up. We'll show you what comes in the box. It's pretty simple. Literally, so you've got your 4-port charger right there, which basically just, fits your 4 9-volt batteries. You get this handy dandy carrying case for your 4 9-volt batteries right there. Nothing too serious at all. We'll open that up, show you what one of these guys looks like. They're light as a friggin' feather. There's almost nothing to them. They say 600 milliamp hours, 9-volt, lithium-ion rechargeable battery. Yeah, they feel like there's nothing to them. And then, one of the big complaints a lot of people had on the internet, I didn't mind, but whatever, it comes with a USB charging cable for plugging it in. And then your typical useless paperwork that comes inside the box that I do recommend reading sometimes, but a lot of times these little ones don't have a whole lot of information on them. So that's all there is to it. They fit in just like this. They snap in so they hold really well. Yeah, I like the idea. I like what I've used so far. I like the way they've worked so far. I haven't been able to kill them in any items because the problem is that most of my 9-volt battery gear is stuff that I only use intermittently. They've held up well in my smoke detectors so far, even though there's been a few people online who say that they didn't last very long in there. However, they're absolutely recommended from the company for that. So I will report back if I have any issues down the road with you guys, but so far, so good. So these guys, the EBLs, they've got a 4.6 star review out of 2,200 reviews on Amazon. I like that. So this charger is 400 milliamps, which I like. And in the description from the company, it's a little bit shady, maybe, I don't know. They do tell you that it splits the power down, but to me it kind of read like I thought each port was 400. Now, number one, you're probably not going to need to charge 4 9-volt batteries. At least I'm not. Maybe you have a use. Maybe if you're using like poison gas detectors in the oil patch, you'll need to charge a bunch of these all at once. But for me, I'm only ever going to need to charge one. So 600 milliamp battery, 400 milliamp charger. It's going to take an hour and a half to charge. Now, if you have a 600 milliamp battery, that you put 4 of them in here, you're only going to get 100 milliamps charge per hour. So it's going to take you 6 hours to charge 4 batteries. So just keep that in mind, that if it's a charging thing you need to do, you're going to need to deal with it overnight. Not a big deal. Now, another big complaint that people online had, and to me it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal, but they're supposed to be 9-volt batteries. These only charge up to about 8.2 volts. And it's in all the literature, it says that is where it tops out for these rechargeables. These lithium-ion rechargeables tend to work at a lower voltage than a lot of the alkaline ones that you'd pick up off the shelf. So people were concerned that that lower voltage wouldn't hold up in high drain devices. According to the manufacturer, it seems to. I haven't had any problems, but I am not a power user of 9-volt batteries. So if you're looking for, something that's, high voltage, right up there at 9 volts or a little bit better, maybe you want to buy some of the off-the-shelf long life Duracell or Energizer ones. But if you're looking for, an everyday workhorse 9-volt battery, this guy is going to do that. They say they're good for 1200 recharges. There's no way I'm ever going to use these for 1200 recharges. If I use them for 12 recharges, it's probably all I'll ever use them for. The batteries have no memory. So if you've got something that you need to use tomorrow and it's only got a half charge in it, pull it out, charge it up, get it full, and then go use it. To me, I really like that. You're not ruining the lifespan or the overall capacity of these batteries by simply pulling them out and charging them whenever you feel like you need to charge them. They claim that the batteries will maintain 75% charge over 3 years. So, if you need to store 9-volt batteries longer than 3 years, you probably should buy the long life lithium-ion non-rechargeables off the shelf. But if you're looking at, these are the type of thing that you're going to charge and then use. You're not going to be, just sitting them out and charging them. And if you are, pull them out every 2 years and recharge them. But at 75% charge over 3 years, I'm okay with that. Now, the other issue that some people had through reading through all the Amazon comments, and mine hasn't been an issue yet, has been the quality control. Now, EBL tends to have really good customer service. So if you have a problem with any of their products, contact them. They'll send you out a replacement. But a lot of people had problems with the quality control in these tiny little chargers. They said they either didn't work or they worked for a day and they broke down. Seemed to be the biggest complaint. Everybody liked the batteries, but the charger seemed to be the issue. I've been okay with mine so far, but if you do end up having an issue, they say call the company. They're super good about replacing it. So does it meet my approval? Yes, because there's not a lot of other products on the market. There's a few even that have just straight plug-in USBs now that you can recharge the 9 volts right directly without needing a charger. But for what I need this for, which is basically a decibel meter, some stud finders, and my interconnected smoke detectors in the house, this is all I needed. I didn't need to spend an arm and a leg or give away an arm and a leg to buy, $100 gear with these 9-volt rechargeables. This guy will meet what I need, and if you're looking for just an everyday, user-friendly, not super difficult to use and not super expensive 9-volt rechargeable system, the EBL system might just work for you. So I hope that helps for you guys this week. This one's a little shorter than my normal weekend workshop, but where it was rechargeable batteries, I thought it kind of fit into the theme of the weekend for you. You know me, I'm a huge fan of stored energy, rechargeable batteries, that whole works. So I hope this maybe pointed you in the right direction. Now, I'm sure there's some of you out there that are saying, Tim, oh no, there's this brand or that brand or this platform or that platform that's way better. You should have used those. And maybe you're right. I ended up settling on the EBL based on community recommendations, based on my own reading, and I like it. I've been happy with it. But if there's other ones that you say, Tim, you really, really need to try this out, I'm not totally adverse to doing that. I wouldn't mind trying another brand out just to see which one holds up better in the long term. We'll do a year later follow-up and see how well these guys, they're just so light, it's hard to believe. It almost sounds like there's a couple of AAAs in there. I don't know. Anyway, but they work. They've worked for me so far. I wanted to share with you this product I found and I've tested, at least to a certain extent. And like I said, if you have other recommendations, throw them down there. At least I can do is share them with everybody else in the community. And if you're new here, guys, and you want to hang around, hit the subscribe button. 5 videos a week, all about tools, preparedness, building business, the whole works. So check it out. And guys, I always appreciate it because I know you've got time you can spend anywhere else and you choose to hang out with me in the shop. So thanks a lot, guys. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.